Hi Virgo, welcome to Maslow Tarot. I'm here to do your reading for October 2020 for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus signs if they're in Virgo. If you don't know your chart, check the discussion section of the channel. There are some links provided so you can do so. This could pertain to you or somebody in your energy or somebody around your energy. But yes, so let's get to it. Virgo for October 2020. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps out the channel and I'd love to read for you again. All right, so Virgo, I bring in my guides, ancestors, guardians, spirit of the highest vibration to assist me with this reading to provide you the utmost clarity for your highest benefit. All right, spirit, let's do this. Virgo, I just want to start cheering you on. Virgo, Virgo. I don't know if you're in a sport or something. It says get some rest. So maybe you're really pushing yourself on something. For Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. And I know it's not talking to me. I'm wide awake. All right, let's see. Gracefully aging. Take a rest. Maybe you're rushing something. Probably just keep the faith. So it's definitely relax. Get a relaxing energy. Keep the faith. Don't worry so much. Probably being a very type A person right now with regards to projects or goals. Maybe you feel like you're on a timeline of some sort. I hope you're not being pressured by external energies because everybody has their own path. So don't compare yourself to others, Virgo. You're on your own path. Just stay in the moment. You'll get there. All right, what about the mental energies? What emotions are going to come up for Virgo in October? Indecision. Indecision. Maybe you're gonna have some options. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. Sometimes you just have to go with your gut, right? Or your heart, if you will. This is sacral energy. So we're talking passions, pleasure, motivations, desires. Let's see, what else for Virgo in the month of October 2020? Health. Health has been coming up a lot lately, so I think this month a lot of people are focusing on health, and happiness is at the bottom of the deck. But we do have, I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. So I think you need to take a moment because it could be detrimental to your health if you're not sleeping right, if you're not eating right, if you're overstressing. Maybe check your blood pressure. But keep the faith. You're doing fine. You're doing just fine. You're gracefully aging. Get some rest. There's no rush. All right, you don't want to miss the journey just because you're dedicated to an outcome. All right, let's get some wisdom of the House of Night Oracle for Virgo. Then again, you guys are Virgo. What am I telling you? You're not gonna listen. You guys want to organize everything and do it the right way, which is fine. But just be careful. Watch your health. Okay. Summon. It's time to call in those that serve you well. You're summoning a change to your foundation, or you're creating a foundation, or it's finally coming together. I feel like you're extremely inspired to create right now. Because that 13 breaks down to a 4, which is foundational energy, fulfillment, summoning fulfillment. You are definitely working on a goal here. So you're working on a goal, and you are relentless. You're being relentless right now. Let's put these to the side. Okay. Let's see for Virgo. Let's do these. I haven't done these in a while. Kind of big old cards though. All right, Virgo. So let's see what's going on with the tarot. What's going on for Virgo in the month of October? What do they need to know? I'm doing a modified Celtic cross. Spirit. We got some information for Virgo. What's going on for October? What can I expect? Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus signs for Virgo. Still want to cheer you on, Virgo. Alright, let's see. Come on. For Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus, please. what is the main situation of October for Virgo? Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus watching this reading and listening. Oh. So we got the Four of Cups in reverse. So declining an option, or maybe going for an option, or waiting for an option to come in. So the Page of Coins is crossing this. So yes, this could be an apology, but I think it's more of an offer, an idea or something. You have an idea and you're working on it. You're not sure how it's going to go. What's the foundation of the matter? We got higher level commitment or mastery. Five of Wands. Oh my God, there's so many. Yeah, we're gonna redo this. Okay, foundation of the matter. If they need to come out again, they will. Foundation of the matter for the Four of Cups and the Page of Coins. Yep, came out again. You can't, I don't make this up, people. So we got the so we got the Hierophant in reverse. We've also got the Hermit, which is loneliness, but we have the Eight of Cups. So the foundation is moving on from loneliness into the unknown. You might have had a separation of some sort of relationship, and you might have been waiting for an apology or an offer, and it just didn't come through. So now I think you're focusing on work, or you're focusing on making yourself better, or figuring out what you need to do. In the past, the Five of Wands came out again. So this is something that really wanted to be heard. There might have been recent conflict, or you're trying to get away from conflict. What is the recent past? The Devil, toxic energy. Toxic, so I'm thinking fighting and obsession, selfishness. Somebody was probably very selfish and you became single recently because of it. It was just a toxic situation that you needed to get away from. Sometimes we gotta do what we gotta do. But you know what? Let's see where this is going. Where's this energy going for Virgo? Ooh. You're standing in your power. So we got Aries energy here. You might even meet an Aries. How's Virgo feeling? Oh. So you're feeling like you made the wrong decision, or you're mad at somebody for making the wrong decision, or you're avoidant of making a decision. The Sun. Oh, okay. But you're getting a new perspective. It's opening up your mind. So something that happened regarding this conflict ending in the past, or maybe you got through a lot of toxic energy and you're figuring out how to move forward. You're not really taking somebody's apology you're taking it for what it's worth. You're not really taking it with you, but you're glad it happened. You're just not going anywhere with it. It may make you feel a little bit lonely, maybe feeling like you're never going to find somebody, but you will. You just have to take those steps to go forward into the unknown. But right now you're in a period of isolation. You might be analyzing your past experiences in order to help you move forward, but you're going to come out of this motivated and fired up. These cards just want to yell at you today. What is your environment like? I'm getting a block in communication. Just heard the word denial. What's the environment for Virgo like? Page of Wands. So there's going to be a message, or somebody just keeps wanting to message you or text you or tell you something, and I don't think you want to hear it. What are your hopes and fears? What are Virgo's hopes and fears? Okay, so we've got so it looks like you might be a little confused, or you're uncertain about what you want to do, or what's worth it anymore. You kind of lost some motivation with regards to maybe relationships or trusting people. What is the Knight of Wands in reverse? With the Moon. What is the Knight of Wands in reverse with the Moon? A burden. So you just don't want it to be so difficult. It shouldn't be so difficult. Why is it so difficult? Like, that's what I keep getting. So like, afraid that it's never going to be easy, or that you're going to have to try really hard, or that you don't have it in you to do this again. The moon energy is more subconscious. I think it's like you're afraid of losing the will to move forward, but with this near future energy, it looks like you're going to be okay. So this is where you're heading, Virgo. She's got a little bit of sadness in her eyes. So this sadness might even motivate you to focus on something else. This is how you're feeling, which is the Judgment in reverse and the Hanging Man, which is kind of like getting through a decision that wasn't really the greatest, or wasn't what you wanted, or you wanted it to be the other way, but it didn't happen that way. And with the Hanging Man, it's like you gain a new perspective from it, though. You're trying to see it from all the different points of views and seeing how you can learn from it, but you're getting tired. Keep the faith, keep moving forward, work on your health. In the recent past, I do have this Devil energy, right? If you look at this with the Five of Wands, you fought a battle. There was a battle that was being fought with regards to a toxic energy or toxic behavior, or a toxic person. It could even have been a Capricorn. You could have been fighting with Capricorn. But the door has been unlocked. You're not trapped anymore. The more that you move forward, you're going to free yourself and become this Queen of Wands right here. Okay? So again, we have this for your hopes and fears. We have the Knight of Wands in reverse and the Moon. You want to be sure about where people are coming from and what their intentions are, but it's like subconsciously you always feel like it's going to be difficult. You're worried about it being hard again, or being backstabbed, or being used. So time to get out of that energy. Not everybody is the same, and the more we become aware of how we let people treat us or what we're willing to go through, we start to create boundaries, because we get angry and we get upset and we start to realize what we truly deserve. What is the ultimate outcome? It's going to be the ultimate outcome for the situation. What's the ultimate outcome? A different card in here. Oh, thank you. What is the ultimate outcome for Virgo for this spread? I might have to shuffle again. I knew the Lovers, not seeing it. Okay, so we've got the Lovers, which is a romantic situation, potentially. Somebody you care about deeply for. I'm getting passion, though. You will find somebody that you resonate with. You will, but I think you're going to be really wary about this making a new beginning so soon. You don't want to be reckless, but you might be. You might feel victorious because you really like this person, or this person's so much healthier or different than the previous person, so you just want to full blast, full steam ahead, move forward. But just the Fool in reverse is just a warning about being reckless. We have the Eight of Wands, which is quick communication or travel. So you might meet this person if you travel, or you might just speak really fast. You might say something, it just might get deep really fast because you have a soul connection to this person. Doesn't mean it's toxic or bad, but just be wary of any toxic behaviors that you had in the past that you might be bringing into the new current relationship, or this next step. Because the Devil energy does coincide with codependency, which is like obsession, needing somebody rather than really truly appreciating who they are and letting them have their own life. Like if somebody were to exit your life, would you be completely lost? That's codependency. Not realizing that you can stand on your 2 feet and be happy alone. All right, Virgo, let's see if I can get some advice. What's some advice for Virgo? Stand up for what you believe in. You gotta fight for it. Okay? Be wary of communication that might come in if they're being judgmental and being reactive at this time. Since we are in the Aries moon, you might even get some communication from the previous person or previous toxic person, right? Because we have the 2 cups in reverse. This is separation energy, but he's like fighting it off. So just be wary about any communication that comes in. Make sure that you close that door before you move on into through another door. Like this person doesn't still have stuff at your house, that kind of thing. Yeah, painful ending. So they're really hurt. So it's going to come back. And let yourself feel the pain. Let yourself understand the pain. Understand where it's coming from and what you've learned from the situation. Yeah, so this other person's coming into your reading now. So just be wary. Just be wary about any communication that might come in from this previous person. It looks like you're done. Like they've hurt you to the point, or you've hurt to the point where you are not going through this again. You are no longer willing to be a part of this situation. Okay? Which seems to be the most healthy option at this point, is to just move forward. All right. And you know what? That Devil card was next to that Nine of Cups, which could be drinking. So make sure that you monitor that if that is you. It could also be the other person in your energy. Maybe they were an alcoholic, you know, just like to drink a lot to cope or to just normally. Okay. I'm going to get you some lemon, see what's coming through for October. For Virgo, please. I feel like I should move this over so you can see better. I'm still working on the lighting situation. All right, for Virgo, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What does Virgo have to look forward to in October? What's going to happen? This could be a whole new message, or it could just be an extension of what we already went through. Let's see what it is. The mice. One to count. Okay. Okay, Virgo. So it looks like there might be, I think you're at a point where emotional advice just seems to repeat itself over and over again, or you're just not willing to take it. Or you're done with giving emotional advice or support to somebody like that. You're starting to not feel compassionate for that person anymore. You're actually getting a little angry. You still are loyal to this person. You still feel connected to them, and you still want them to be happy, but you're cutting it off. You're cutting it off. You're cutting off the communication and the direction that it was going. I think you just pretty much saying like, I'm not going down this road if it's going to keep going this way, because we're in this cycle and I need a break. Like, I need a break. I want you to be happy. I wish I could be there for you, but I can't do this anymore. I'm cutting it off. I'm not going to see you anymore. I'm not going to communicate with you. It's just the way it needs to be, because I don't like the direction that this is heading, and I don't see it going any other way. So that's what I got from that. So you're going to have a conversation emotionally, or that's your thought process regarding this, or somebody in your energy, okay? All right, so let's get you some animal advice. Animal advice. Yeah, so you might be working on your health. Definitely be careful of drinking if you are worried about your health right now. But have faith in yourself. You can get through this. You will get through this. It takes baby steps. It's a lot of pressure. But I think most of the pressure right now is coming from yourself. Like, maybe you're beating yourself up, or this could be the other person in your energy. For Virgo, can we get some advice, please, for October? Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, or leave your comments and feedback below. There's other information in the description as well. Panda. So enjoy the sanctuary of solitude to regain self-esteem and tranquility. Take some time out. Like I said, you're tired. You need a break. But enjoy the sanctuary of solitude. So I think you already know this. I think you're already working on this by eliminating that tie to that toxic situation. And just because a situation is toxic doesn't mean it's always the other person. We can honestly say, like, hey, I'm part of this too. Like, I was perpetuating it or enabling it, or I was letting it happen, or it got to this point where I just gave up. So I've been there. I get it. But now it's a time for you to be strong for a minute and separate yourself from this person and give yourself some time alone. Nurture yourself. Whatever tradition or others expect of you, only to yourself be true. And we have the wild boar, which reminds me of like a really stubborn energy. So be stubborn with regards to what you need, okay? And if other people are like, they want you to react, you don't have to react. Like, don't let them push you. They're probably going to try to make you react. Especially if they try to come back in, or they try to trigger you with an offer, an enticing, like, hey, let's go to this party, or let's do this, or let's just talk for a minute, you know. Travel will open up new possibilities and one special connection. So you could be ending it by moving or traveling. In love and declaration of passion, heartfelt communication is the key. So just come from the heart space and realize who's being a buffoon. A baboon, if you will. Any more advice, please? Ooh, we got the Ray. Counter malicious talk by casting its import from your mind. So if this person does come in and say some nasty things, water off a duck's back, right? Or just kind of let it flow off your shoulders. Don't let it penetrate your being. Don't internalize it. You're over it. You're trying to grow. You're trying to move forward. That's just somebody's last attempt at keeping you in the cycle with them, because it's more comfortable. Misery loves company, right? So it's more comfortable to have that person around than to make the harder decision by going your separate ways, because then they can't depend on you anymore. And whatnot. And they can't depend on the cycle as a crutch. All right, one more. Let courage lead you to seek support and overcome a fear of intimacy. It's time to open up. Maybe go see a professional or somebody who's been through this before, and really open up about what you're feeling and what you're going through and what you want. Sometimes it helps just to have some support and somebody to talk to. Somebody who knows what you're going through because they've been through it before, or a variation of it. So they can tell you it'll be all right, you know? Or it's not going to be all right if you don't do this, you know, soon, or try something different. Okay. All right, Virgo, let's get you some Moonology to go. For Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus, please. Regarding this reading, can we get some advice to go, please, for Virgo to close this reading? Beautiful. The end of a tough cycle approaches. That's beautiful. Isn't it? Isn't it? Oh, there it is. So, time to give rather than take. That could be for somebody in your energy, and that's also the new moon in Virgo. So maybe if you're starting to feel really down about the whole situation, maybe it's time to give back to the people who've helped you. Maybe you've learned your lessons, and maybe you just need to mentor somebody to get through this. So nothing is yet set in stone. So if you do if you haven't made a decision yet, or if you haven't moved forward yet, you need to feel rock solid in how you feel if you're going to be moving forward. Getting that the person might come back. And this says a time for healing. So again, you need to heal. You need to set some time. It says right here, enjoy the sanctuary of solitude to regain self-esteem and tranquility. A lot of the toxic things, so a lot of the toxicity is still attached to us. Even if we get out of the cycle and the situation, we still have the mental processes. So we have to really engage with ourselves on the day-to-day basis just to see how we react to things that let us down or that we're worried about or scared of, or we really even want. Sometimes even it changes the way we react to happy things. So it's time to learn about yourself, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's a process. So others who haven't been through what you're going through, it's really difficult because they're going to be pressuring you to do things a certain way or to look a certain way as you do them. And it's not up to them to decide how you do this or how to feel, but they're, how you heal. But I think you are taking it upon yourself, or you're going to take it upon yourself, or Spirit says it's probably a good idea to heal something, or there's something that needs to be healed. It's time to re-examine certain things that you're taking with you from the toxic cycle and acknowledge them and accept them as a part of the cycle that you are ending, that is still attached to you, that you may want to revisit in your mind, not to refill them, or go through them and guilt yourself and guilt the other person, but just to kind of understand really what happened there. Like, what is the reality of the situation? We can understand the emotions all day long, but what's the reality? The logic, if you will. You are a very logical being, so I trust that you will understand that. You'll understand what I just said. And then it says, what do you need to release? Just like what we were talking about. Okay? I have faith in you, and you should have faith in yourself. Okay? You've got time. Get some rest. Don't spend all night thinking about it. Journal. Take some time to laugh. Watch something funny. Revisit the people who love you and who miss you, and just kind of sit in the moment of appreciation and get away from any type of fear or worry that's holding you back from taking care of your own self. Because now's the time for you to do that. You got some health things going on, and you're right around the corner from fulfillment. The universe wants to pay you back for all the struggles that you have endured, but just because you have maybe had the more honest end of the stick doesn't mean that you weren't a part of the problem. So it's going to be painful because those things are going to come up, and it's going to draw us back. It draws us back to the toxicity. It really does, because it's uncomfortable. But you got this, okay? It's healing. And this is going to make you a more enlightened and a more you version of you, if that makes any sense. Like, you're so unique because you went through all this situation that you're going to have this unique, specific output that is special to you. So I'm excited for you to see what happens after all this. It's going to take a lot of courage and bravery. Make sure that you're not too hard on yourself, because we're all human. We all go through things like this most of the time. And it's a tough cycle. It was really tough, but you went through it, and it's ending. And it's time for you to move forward. It doesn't mean you just rush forward, but it is time for you to take a moment to acknowledge the end of that cycle and let the door close. Okay? All right. Anyway, Virgo, I'm so hoping that you have a wonderful October. I know it's going to be probably a little bit of a rough one. Don't push yourself too hard. You got this. I know Aries energy makes it really difficult, but we are heading into Libra season, so hopefully that helps. And be wary of the Mercury retrograde. So, don't break any electronics at this time. And be wary of those past toxic people showing up on your doorstep again. Okay? I wish you the best. Thank you.